Hello everybody and welcome to a new reading vlog. I had to stop everything and get in on Onyx Storm. My pre-order came the day it published, which I was so grateful for. I pre-ordered it from Barnes & Noble and I saw on the box that it needed to be delivered the day of the release, which is always very, very appreciated. I finished my last book, Business or Pleasure, which I gave 4.25. Really enjoyed that and wanted to hunker down and complete this. Come with me over the weekend to finish this. I think today I'm headed out to dinner with a friend. I do need to go to Sephora a little bit before to restock on some items. I am in desperate need of toner. My skin has been quite dry with just the regular products that I've been using. I went to the library to pick up and return some books. I had to go to Target to do a really quick return. The lampshade I ordered did not fit, and then I went to the gym and I decided to just walk on the treadmill, do a 12-3-30 since I haven't been to the gym all week because it's been so cold. I don't want to leave the house. It gave me an opportunity to read on the treadmill. I'm not very far into this, like 38-40 pages. Sounds about right. I will be taking this with me on the train. This will be the only thing I'm focusing on. I'm so excited. Unsure if this will be like a dedicated Onyx Storm vlog. I might include some more reading if I can, but I also just wanted to include some life bits. I'm so excited to go catch up with her, my friend Gina. We're going to K-Town to a restaurant called Cholango is the plan, at least, because they only accept walk-ins, so hopefully we can get in. I need to finish getting ready. Happy Saturday. I look like a mess because I'm like finally getting ready for the day. It's 4 p.m. I'm still in my pajamas. I just washed my face. Coda is currently making coffee for us. We have dinner and drinks planned today, and I'm still reading Onyx Storm. I was reading on the train, and somebody was apparently signaling to me like thumbs up, and I wasn't noticing at all. Coda saw it go down, but we were getting off at the same stop, so I got up, closed the book, and they were like, "Are you liking it?" Literally nothing else. "Are you liking it?" Is it good? Really great so far. I am 160 pages in. They said that they were still waiting for their copies. I was like, I hope you enjoy. Literally everyone's reading it. They were like, you're the fourth person I've seen on the train reading it because it's so noticeable. I don't take the dust jacket with me because I don't want it to rip. Although, to be fair, they probably could have seen it at the top of the page. I think a lot more is happening than in Iron Flame. To me, I think I gave Iron Flame like 3.5 or something. Definitely lower than Fourth Wing because it definitely felt like a filler book, which was a little bit disappointing. Usually for me, because I'm so inexperienced, I don't read fantasy a lot. I give the first book, if I continue a series, like 3 stars or so. And then the next book is probably 4 or higher because I'm now used to the world. I like it. I know what's going on and sort of what to expect, but it was sort of the other way around. It felt really long. The thing about Iron Flame is that it's actually longer than Onyx Storm, I think by like 100 or so pages, just for so much filler. So I'm glad that this is a lot more action-packed. They are still based in Viscayeth and the war is like, they're really in it now. Things are going down. They're still like continuing lessons, which I think is so funny. I do want to read more. I feel like I'm not reading as much as I would like to. Maybe when I sit down with coffee before I have to get like actually ready to go out for the night, I will read. I realized I wanted to jump on the Bookstagram trend of vibes I bring to the function, so I have to make that also. Coda and I finally got reservations to Red Hook Tavern, which is a burger joint in Brooklyn. It ranked as one of Brooklyn or New York's best bagel restaurants. Wait. Burger restaurants. Oh my gosh, burger places. One of my coworkers has gone before, said it was good. Kevin Love like reposted this and said that he agrees with Red Hook Tavern, so I knew that we should go. It's so hard to get a reservation there because it's so popping, but it worked out really perfectly because a mutual of mine has opened up a bar like right down the street from Red Hook Tavern called Pitts, P-I-T-T''S. They have a drink there named after my friend, which is how I know them, the bar manager. So I want to go support them and try that drink. I think we're gonna make like a Brooklyn night out of it. It just really sucks because the trains are all fucked. Classic MTA bullshit.
Sorry.
I just wanted to do a little bit of a check-in before I started on dinner. I'm now exactly 50% of the way through. I'm about to start chapter 30 on page 262 for some context. They're so horny. But also, like, a lot is going on. It's very, very political as they are traveling to different isles in the south to look for Andarna's kind. Deverelli and Dune is giving like island resort, really warm. It also means that they don't have any access to magic. They just have their dragons and the griffins as a means of traveling down there, but they're unable to communicate with their dragons. Violet and Xaden are unable to communicate, so it does pose some difficulties. The traveling alone is like 12 hours at least, so it does take a toll on their bodies. Like I said, it is very political, which I know a lot of people don't like, but I do. I studied it in college. It was my major in college, so I have a lot of fun when that becomes a topic in books, especially since this is like a completely new world that there's like a lot to learn about. Anyway, I've read a little bit. Ideally, I would finish the whole thing today, but like I said, I have about the half of the book to complete. Unsure, although I would like to complete it by Monday, Tuesday the latest, because I would like for this vlog to go up. There's a lot at stake, right? There's Xaden and the fact that it is taking longer for him to recover from the red rims around his eyes and him like risking being found out. So they really need to work on how to save him because it's bad. They are bonded, they love each other and stuff, so they can't live without each other, yada yada yada. I'm really avoiding reviews on this book. I have seen one person give it like 6 stars. Everyone's like, oh, non-spoilers, but I just like immediately scroll through. Most of the people that I've seen on Bookstagram posting about it are like currently reading blah blah blah, and I'm doing that too, so I can't really say anything, but everyone and their fucking mom is reading this book. I'm getting really sleepy, so I'm getting ready to turn in for the evening. I feel like we're starting to hit a bit of a lull, or I am in this, because they have disappointment after disappointment. They're island hopping, trying to see if Andarna's kind is there, but I'm just getting a little bit bored with it because they're faced with so much disappointment. There are things to keep me on my toes in each island because there are different customs. They're not necessarily welcome. There are things at stake because they're trying to find allies and broker trust, so it's not necessarily safe for all of them there. Overall, I feel like I'm just kind of waiting for the big thing to happen. I didn't get to finish it today, but I do want to go to the gym tomorrow before work to get in a chunk of this, and hopefully I can finish it tomorrow. I was able to read over 100 pages, which I'm really happy about. Maybe I could try to reach for 150 and then I will turn in for the evening. I'm really tired. I spoke too soon. I'm about to start chapter 41 and I am awake. It's getting interesting. Hello! I went to the gym this morning, which was kind of a struggle because I was a little bit restless in my sleep. My eyes were so heavy, but I just could not sleep, and it took me laying around in the dark for 45 minutes before I realized I should just wake up and read a little bit to be a little bit more productive. I did read at the gym. I took a break since I ran yesterday. Someone next to me was fucking FaceTiming on speakerphone, which is so atrocious. At the YMCA, people were so much more respectful about it being a no phone zone. Like, people at my gym now will openly listen to music on speakerphone even though the gym has their own music too. Like, people really just have no respect. Because of that, I've already read about 70 pages today, which is really great. Usually on my commute, I'm able to read 100, and I have almost 100 pages exactly left, which is kind of perfect. I'm definitely on track to finishing this book today unless I fall asleep on the train. I probably will. It is more exciting now, like I said, like so much more of what I want is happening right now. I don't know if that's like a spoiler or not. I don't know where this book is going to end up. I low-key spoiled myself. I read one line, so now I'm not like as nervous about what's going to happen in the end, but I also don't know how that will play into the bigger picture of like this whole war. Unsure. I still think I am enjoying this more than Iron Flame. My friend DM'd me after she saw my story of me reading this, and she said she devoured it. She's rereading Fourth Wing at the moment, but she's just unsure of how she feels about this. It kind of sucks knowing that there is going to be 5 books, because I feel like this is kind of stretching it out a little bit. In all honesty, at the moment, how I'm feeling, I would say that Iron Flame and maybe Onyx Storm could have been condensed into one, or could have been shorter. We'll see. I just feel really good about having read so much already today. I need to get ready for bed, but I finished Onyx Storm. I ended up sleeping on the train as I predicted and wasn't able to finish it, which is why I'm like exhausted past my bedtime reading this. I finished this and immediately had to come to Goodreads to look at other reviews. I gave Iron Flame 4 stars. I believe I gave Fourth Wing 5. I really think this series should have stayed a trilogy, because very much like Iron Flame, this was a filler. A lot of it. I think it was way too long. The traveling parts definitely could have been condensed, and it felt so boring. I think that multiple POVs could have been really beneficial. It included different POVs towards the end in the battle scenes, which like confused me because it happened all of a sudden and I would forget who's talking, and because I wasn't really familiar with whose dragon was whose, that really like threw me off and I didn't really enjoy it. The book obviously ends in a cliffhanger, but there's like no foreshadowing of what could happen. There seems to be a lot of guesses, so I probably will go down a rabbit hole eventually of what this was about, but I'm kind of leaning like 2.5, 3.5 stars on this one because I found it to be boring for like a huge chunk of it. I might actually do like a reread of the 3 in leading up to the 4th book. Maybe that would help, because I'm seeing good reviews on this of my mutuals so far-ish, but I don't know. And it's not really boding well for all of these allegations. Like, I don't think that the writing was done really great. And who is Theophany? Where did she come from? Who the fuck? She seemed so random, and it seemed just like too convenient to have another like great villain in this that's after Violet and Xaden, or Violet. I wanted more from Sloane. I really like her. I think Auric is really fun and a great character. I love Sawyer. I love Sawyer so much. I'm like getting really disappointed. Like, this is so sad because I really enjoyed Fourth Wing so much, but everything's kind of going downhill from here, and I know that there's going to be 2 more books, but it just doesn't feel like worth the hype anymore like I thought it would be. I probably wouldn't recommend this series because the middle 2 books are bad. I think I'm gonna sleep on this and I'll come back in the morning. I'm so tired. Hello. I have been listening to so many news podcasts lately. That's my new thing apparently, and it's really easy, quick. Most episodes are like 20 minutes or less. If you want to do a deeper dive, some of them are over 30 minutes, but it's a really easy way to consume news, and I just listened to it like while I was in the shower making food. Super easy. Anyway, so I've been having really difficulty sleeping, so I doom scrolled a little bit before I went to bed. Even though my eyes were so heavy, I couldn't like physically fall asleep. Reel after reel was like Onyx Storm, no context quotes, spoilery. Last night I said that I was falling between 2.5 to 3.5 stars, so I think that it makes sense to give this book 3 stars. I feel really disappointed because Fourth Wing was 5 stars, Iron Flame was 4 stars, and now Onyx Storm is 3. I'm worried that it's just gonna go downhill, and with it being a 5-book series, that book 4 will be 2 stars and the last book will be a 1 star. I'm seeing a lot of theories, but I feel like with Onyx Storm, my biggest issue with it was that the world building was not really there. I found it to be lacking. There were a lot of characters that I was confused by. There was like little to no character development at all. They were just names on a page. This is not even like that special of an edition or anything. It does have a map, but the map on the front end pages and the back are exactly the same, and the main characters are flying outside of the continent, so they're going to the isles that are not even on this map. I wish that the front end pages was the continent and the back at least had the islands that they were going to, so that we could really visualize how long of a flight it is, what it looks like outside of the continent. There's also a character list, except not everyone is on here. There would be mentions of dragons and I wouldn't know who it was, and then I couldn't even look on here to see whose fucking dragon it was. I just feel like there was so much that could have been done, and I want to say that it was rushed. Like, now we have to wait apparently up 2 years for the next book, and I really hope that it's better because I was really disappointed by this. I think Fourth Wing was the best by far, and continuing with the series, like, I went to it not being a really avid romantasy reader, not really enjoying it, like having gone from pre-ordering and falling into this hype. I fear that it's not serving me well at all. So unfortunately this is a 3-star, which is not the worst. I did feel like a huge chunk of it was lagging and that it was really boring. There was just so much dialogue or scenes that really didn't really add to the story at all. And of course, with the ending being left on such a huge cliffhanger, like, it really grabs you, which I will credit to her, but I'm like, what the hell? The writing in this was not really great. Rumored to have a ghostwriter. Maybe she should fucking hire her back, because everything after Fourth Wing seemingly will be a dumpster fire. Sorry to leave that on that note, but I did have a fun time filming this vlog. I'm not really sure how much footage I was able to get. Let me know your thoughts on Onyx Storm as well, how you're enjoying the series. I have seen people enjoying it as well, so let's not be nasty or anything. These are all our own personal opinions. We can all still be cordial. I am interested to hear other theories, maybe not really spoilery stuff. Damn, I'm disappointed. Someone convinced me otherwise. Shit. I will be back next week with a new video. Hopefully I have much reading to do, and I will see you all next week. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed Onyx Storm more than I did. Bye!